Yeah, hi, good evening. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Okay, I'm audible in Google Meet. What about app? Yes, in app also I'm audible. Okay, great. So I was thinking of statistic paper and then some ideas came into my mind and then I thought I will share it with you guys as this might be helpful for you uh, while preparing for the exam. Okay. Please wait right now. I'm not taking the questions. Okay. People are still joining. No request pending as of now. Yeah. Okay. So exam strategy, how to approach the exam. Now, believe me or not, one thing what you need to understand, statistic is the easiest paper to pass. You can aram se clear the statistic paper. It's all like in first year 6 subject, in second year 3+1. Out of this 10 subject, if you ask me which subject you can pass comfortably, so I will take a name of that subject as a statistic. In that you need to do the very less study, but that should be systematic. That study should be systematic. If you do the study systematic, in the less study also you can score good marks. And this time you guys are very fortunate. We are here since last 8 years. Till date, none of the exam got this much gap. I believe 15 June you are having the exam, and after that directly 23rd June you are having the exam. 8 days, 8 good days you are having to study. So this is the best actually. If you study, if you systematically use these 8 days, okay, I'm not asking you to sit, like 10 hours, 15 hours a day. Even if you can devote 4 to 5 hours a day, on weekend 8 hours, I can guarantee you can score 40 plus mark aram se in this. Okay, but you just need to do the systematic study. Okay, so I'm going to discuss today's lecture. I'm going to discuss what you're going to study, what all you need to study and how to study that. Obviously I discussed this in a class also, but now in detail I'm going to tell you this. So let's start. As already we know that this kind of a calculator is allowed in the statistic exam. You're not supposed to use the scientific calculator. Scientific calculator is not allowed in statistic exam. You need to use this kind of a calculator, and you make sure that you have this square root sign, as we already discussed how to use this function and how to use this function. So make sure that these functions are there. So this opat you can take, and you can take this Casio also. So here also you will get this function, and we already discussed in our session how to use this function. So in a less time we can double check whether our calculations are correct or not. Okay, so this is an important consideration, like you must have uh, this kind of a calculator for a statistic paper. Now, See, statistic is the only subject where you need to study the less theory. So I analyze the question paper, okay, from, as you know that I always insist you, June 15 to December 23, total 18 question paper. Even when you study this 18 question paper, you will come to know that these are the only questions which are asked frequently in the examination. Which are those questions? Parametric and non-parametric test. What is the difference in this? What are the assumption, advantages, disadvantages? Descriptive inferential statistic. In descriptive statistic, there are different types of charts, different types of tables which you need to study. Central tendency, you need to study the mean, median, mode. That's it. Variation, again simple, standard deviation and variance you need to study. The concept of population and sample, you must be aware, the degree of freedom, okay, the various statistical numericals which we are having, normal distribution, which is very easy. This is what a normal distribution. Hypothesis testing, this is null hypothesis, this is alternative hypothesis, and what are the steps in doing the hypothesis testing. Okay. All different types of correlation definitions you need to do. You need to understand the concept of the standard error. Okay. And then you need to study the concept of type 1 and type 2 error. Scale of measurement, there are 4. Nominal, okay, there is a ratio. I'm not going in a sequence. Nominal scale, ratio scale, ordinal scale, and one more is there. I'm not able to recall that right now. Nominal, ordinal, there's a third one, and fourth one is a ratio. Okay, so one more is there. And there is the skewness and kurtosis. So understand, you are having like a 16 chapters, and out of the 16 chapters, this 3 plus 3, 6, 7, and 14. This 14 topics only you need to study. As compared to in theory, in 16 chapter, in one unit at least five topics are there, and 5 multiplied by 15, let's say for example. So 75 topics, as compared to that 14 topics, 14 theory. Okay, so this is relatively easy. Like, I can understand that in correlation there are, let's say for example, 6 to 7 definitions are there, but those are definitions only. Even if you take a parametric and non-parametric, so they will ask you what? Comparison, description, advantages, disadvantages, and assumptions. 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. That's it. So it is not much actually. And I'll tell you also the advantage of doing theory. Okay, we'll be discussing in coming slide. So this much theory you need to do. And numericals, if you see, correlation, only few numericals, not even half as compared to theory. Regression, Kendall-Stowe, Spearman correlation row, one-way ANOVA, chi-square, and U-test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. 14 theory, 7 numericals, you are through. But yes, numericals needs practice. Without practice, numericals are not easy to deal. So you need to do the practice. Practice is the only key when it comes to the numerical subject. Okay. Yeah, people are still joining. Yes, interval. Yeah, I was not able to recall that. I'm sorry. Thanks, Lini. So it's like on the previous slide I was talking about uh, nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. So these are the 4 scales. And trust me, very easy. Skewness, kurtosis, this concept is also easy. Most of the concept is easy. You will struggle a bit in a standard error, but if you put some effort, you can understand this concept also. Okay, type 1, type 2 error is again like a very simple concepts. Once you go through that, once you understand the concept, it's like just a cakewalk only. Okay, so yes, now during our course, like when we had the live session, and you must have gone through the recorded session also of the statistic, I emphasize only on a one thing: focus on question papers, that too from June 15 to December 23, total 18 question papers. When I say do the practice of numerical, okay, so don't open the IGNOU book. What I said, you just practice the question papers and assignment. 2015 onwards, do all the assignments, and June 15 to December 23. Okay, you do all these question papers. So these are the 18 question papers plus 9, 27 documents. Just practice these numericals, and trust me, no one can stop you from getting the good marks. This question paper assignments already shared with everyone, so follow that. Now, so many students ask, how many questions theory and how many numerical questions? We did this analysis. Statistic paper division of marks. See, this one dark one is a, like blue one is a numerical, and this purple color is for theory. See, June 15, 33 marks numerical, 34 marks numerical. So you can see the division of marks. Only in December 19, 25 marks numerical, 54 marks theory. Okay, we'll see in a simple way. See, how many marks numerical asked in the exam? 79 marks question paper with option. So see, June 15, 33 marks ka numerical was asked. 34, 38, 38, 35, 42, like this. In December only, December 19, 25 marks ka numerical was there. And aram se like you can see on an average 35 marks. Let's say 50% approx numericals they will ask in the examination. Now we'll do the detailed analysis of June and December paper. 79 marks ka question paper with option. In that, theory marks 47 in both June and December, and numericals 32 marks. That is a 41% numerical and 59% theory. So here you need to understand, if you are focusing on numerical, you should do the theory as well. Now one step ahead, we'll go and see the section A. Section A, there are 4 questions for 10 marks each. Question 1, question 2, question 3 and question 4. So question 1 and 2, this we are discussing for June and December. Your immediate last 2 question paper I am talking about. Question 1 and 2 were theory. Question 3 and 4 were numericals. Each 10 mark. Section B for 6 marks. That is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of this you need to solve 4. Here you need to solve 2. In this question number 6 and question number 8 were numerical and rest were theory. And question number 10, 11, 12. Section C, out of that you need to write 2 questions. These are for 3 marks each. And total question paper is of 79 marks. So here you can see this is a numerical. In last two question papers, 4 numericals they asked. Now, if you decided to do theory only, if you are not comfortable with numerical, if you want to do theory only, then understand there is no option for you in section A. Whichever the two questions they are asking, you need to write both the questions, because numericals you can't do. So this is like for 20 marks. Now here, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you need to attempt 4 questions. For one numerical we skipped, one numerical is mandatory, and rest 3 is theory. And here again in section C, out of 3 we need to write 2 questions. So if you see 20 plus 26, 32, 32 plus 6, 38, 41 and 44. If you decided to do theory only, then 79 marks ka question paper, you supposed to attempt 50 marks, but you will be able to do 44 marks only. 6 marks, one numerical. This numerical you may not be able to do. But if you want to focus only on a theory, then I will advise do chi-square only. Listen carefully what I am saying. If you are not comfortable with numericals, if you want to focus only on theory, then do only one numerical. And that numerical is a chi-square. If you do all of theory and only chi-square, you will be able to write 50 marks ka question paper. The only problem with you will be you will not have any option, because all your options are taken by numericals. So these 2 questions become compulsory. This 1, 2, 3, 4 becomes compulsory. You can only skip this 3 marks ka theory question. This is like 6 marks ka numerical will be mandatory and 44 marks ka theory will be mandatory for you. Now, if you want to focus on numerical, then understand how the situation will be. See, the theory you need to leave. This numerical 3, numerical 4 you can attempt. Now here, section B, you need to write 4 questions. So let's say one theory you will skip. So 2 numericals and 2 theory you need to do. And obviously here, section C, you need to write 2 questions. Say for example, you will skip this one. So but still you need to write 2 questions. So here if you see, 18 marks ka theory is mandatory. 6 marks this, 6 marks this, 3 this, and 3 this. 18 marks ka theory you need to do in any case. And 32 marks ka. 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 6, 26, and plus 6, 32 marks ka numerical. This much you need to do. And again the same issue, there will be no option for you. So those who are comfortable with numerical, they need to do certain theory also. The only advantage not doing theory, you can skip parametric, non-parametric, and you can skip descriptive and inferential statistic. These 2 big theory question you can skip aram se if you are doing the numerical. Okay, but my advice, you need to do only 14 numericals plus 14 theory plus 7 numerical, and 8 days you are having a time. so you can get rid of the statistic paper very comfortably. There is no issue in that. Aram se you can pass the paper. Okay, we already had this MAPC statistics session. All recordings will be there, like for June exam and December exam. We are charging very competitive price. Now what we are planning, 17 and 18 June, all those who paid, listen carefully, we are going to have the revision session. So we are going to revise the numericals, total numericals we are going to revise. Okay, so those who are joining new, so they can have the access to the previous recording, plus they can also join the live revision session. So it will be like a brush up, we can brush up everything. 15, 16, I will be traveling. 17 morning, I will be coming back to Mumbai. So on 15, once your exam is over, I'll advise 16 and 17 do the study and be ready with your doubts when we will have this live session in our app. So I will take care of your doubts. And 17, 18, 2 days we will meet and we'll discuss the numericals again. I'll help you again with some more topics. Okay, some more explanation, and whatever doubts you will be having, you can ask me those doubts. So many people join after the live session is over, so it will be a good opportunity for them. They can also like have the opportunity to have the live session, and they can also clarify their doubt. 17, 18 will have, so that 23 you will have a good 5-6 days time to practice and clear the paper. Okay, and don't miss this opportunity to pass the statistic paper. If you paid the fees, exam fees, and you decided I will not give the paper, so I'll say change your mind. Well, normally there is no gap in statistic paper by IGNOU. There is no gap. This time, because of that UGC net or say some exam, 8 days gap you are getting. Focus on 8 days, study. What I told you, you study in that way. Trust me, it's not difficult to clear the statistic. You can aram se clear this paper. We do have the salt paper also, June 15 to December 23. We are charging 225 rupees. You can WhatsApp on this number. We do have the exam guide where like we have the topic wise question and answer priority wise. Again, 225 rupees. This is an ebook. You can WhatsApp on this number. And we have the last minute review, and what we are calling it as a maximum syllabus in minimum words. You can see in around 50 pages we are covering the maximum syllabus. 99 rupees for ebook is there. You can WhatsApp on this number, those who are interested. Okay, now yeah, before going further, yes, Farah Anwar, so what about t-test numericals? Yes, I think 1 minute, please. T-test also you can see, but a few years they asked the t-test and now they again shifted to ANOVA. Either they will ask the t-test or ANOVA. So chances of ANOVA are more. Okay, so focus on ANOVA. T-test is also like a very easy one formula you need to mug up, and that will be enough. Okay, yes. Now, before moving ahead, I will take some questions if you have. Yeah. You have any question, please ask. Yes. Yes, 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 100%. Okay. Someone is asking to solve some questions. In solving numerical question is a time consuming. That's why we kept that on a 17 and 18 place. Let's say for example ANOVA will take at least 1 hour time. Okay, so that we'll be doing in a revision session. Yes, fine. Yes, Archana. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Farah, sir, with regard to chi-square, guys, what Archana asked is that the 17 and 18 recording will be available in app or not. That's what she was trying to ask. And yes, the revision session, the recording will also be there in app. And as you know that within 24 hours, automatically system updates the upload the that recording in a app. Okay. Farah asked the uh, question, sir, with regard to chi-square, do we solve the way it is given or we can interchange the rows and column? Yes, Farah, you can interchange the row and column. Okay, total will be no issues, but only care you need to take is that shift the number properly. Okay, you need to shift the number properly. Yeah, 3 by 3 matrix is there, 2 by 2 matrix is there, sometimes 2 by 4 matrix is there. So be careful in shifting the numbers. So dark needs a free class on question problems. So we don't have provision of taking free classes on numericals because that is our USP. But yes, on a YouTube you will get a lot of channels who are offering the free sessions on numericals. Okay, so but yes, free numerical are our USP and we do charge for that. And I don't think we are charging much. 550 is like nominal charges. Okay, yes, fine. Just a minute. Some more people want to join. We are allowing them. 1 minute, please. Yes, Somnath Desai. Now, we used to discuss this in our uh, classes, in our paid class. Now, first time I'm going to discuss that in a free session for everyone. Listen very carefully. The key in stat exam is to read question paper carefully. I apologize for my bad handwriting. You need to read the questions very carefully and you need to understand the question very carefully. Don't take this lightly. Statistic, your answer should complement to the question. So reading the question and writing the answer is very crucial in statistics. What here I am having the screenshot of your MAPC IGNOU exam. Listen carefully to me. Both are correlation question, but both questions are different. Now here the question is find out if relationship exists between the two groups. And here the question is a compute. Both Spearman. But the answer to this both question will be different. And you need to understand that. When it is asked compute, so let's say for example Spearman we used to write like a P like a structure which is known as a row that rho is equal to, let's say, 0.67 is answered. So when you are asking to compute, this should be the answer. And when you are asking find out if relationship exists, if relationship exists, then we need to use the correlation coefficient rule of thumb for interpretation. Our compute answer was 67. Now 67 will come here. So we need to write there is strong and positive correlation between the two groups of data. That should be the answer. So when they are asking you to write the compute, then this will be the answer. When they are asking if relationship is there, then this will be the answer. In statistic, for one numerical, the depending on the question, you need to write the answer. Another thing, listen very carefully. See, compute the regression equation and calculate the regression equation. Now see how they frame the question to trap you. And it is our experience that students get trapped easily. Now see here, equation, and read this equations. When they ask the equation, what do you need to do? That is a y is equal to a plus bx. That's it. And when they say equation for x and y, then you need to do y is equal to a plus bx and x is equal to a plus by. Equation number 1, equation number 2. Now tell me how many equations you will do for this one. C wala. The third question, how many equations you will do? Please answer. As I told you, it's a trap. Compute the regression equation for x and compute the equation for y. So here is a 1, here is a 2. That's why I told you, you need to read question very carefully. Student, do this mistake. Whenever statistic paper happens, immediately after exam, I go mad. So many phone calls and so many messages I get. People say, sir, my paper was excellent. I should get 50 out of 50 marks. When I said, how many equation you did here? They say 1. I said, you lose 5 marks here. Okay, so that's it. So be very careful. Okay, some questions are coming. I don't know where it is. Yes, Archana. By default, you will be doing this one. Y is equal to a plus bx. This equation. Now, this is again a classic question. And this question is given by you guys only. You guys in the sense students. They came out of the examination hall And they said, sir, what we supposed to do here? ANOVA, is this ANOVA, correlation, regression, what we should do? And the question was very easy. The only trap was, normally they ask, find out if relationship is there or not between the two variable. And here they said association, and relationship is nothing but the association. And what they did, see how smart they are. Normally they will write critical chi-square value. Here they write only critical value. Just to confuse you. And how to identify the chi-square? Question. The captions will be there to the rows and caption will be there to the column. The caption to the row and column is there only in the chi-square numerical. That's the only numerical in your subject in which you will get the caption to the row and column. None of the other numerical is having this. They will have the caption either to the column or to the row. This is another example. What you are seeing is a last of page number 2. What you will do here? The data given below, compute chi-square. What you will do here? You will do the computation or you will do the interpretation also? Interpretation. Sorry? Yes. Student got confused when they said compute chi-square. They did the chi-square only, but critical value is given here. So when critical value is given, so you are bound to write the hypothesis and take the decision. And how smartly they did? This is the end of page 2 and this is the start of page 3. Chi-square was given, data was there. So students, they knew how to solve this. They immediately went ahead, find out the value of chi-square and done. And what we do immediately after the statistic exam, we release the answers. Now also in June 24 exam, carry the pencil with you, write the answers on your question paper. Come out of the exam hall on our WhatsApp group, you will get the answers. When I released the answer and when I said ki null hypothesis accepted or rejected, so they all were in a shock. Ki sir, only compute is there, why you are doing this? I said critical values are given and you are bound to do that. Question was for 6 marks. Students were aware how to solve that, but they got only 3 marks because they did computation. Another classic example. This is a chi-square example, but nowadays in ANOVA also this is happening. They are giving you the critical values at 2 levels and they will ask you the null hypothesis accepted or rejected. Classic example of statistic. What is this? See here. This was like again discussed in detail in our session. Now, see, this is 3.84, 6.64. This is 3.84. This is 6.64. And the answer is here, somewhere in between. 4. To this numerical, the chi-square ka value is 4.76. Now here, the beauty is this numerical is having two answers. Normally, whenever we solve the numerical, we'll get the one answer. But the beauty of statistic is that here, for this numerical, you need to write two answers. That is, the null hypothesis rejected at 0.05 level. At one level of significance, it is rejected. At another level of significance, it is accepted. So at one point of time, it is accepted. At another level of significance, it is rejected. So there will be the two answers. Okay, so this is what I thought this is an important point, so I should discuss with you. There are much more which we used to discuss in our paid session. If you're interested, you can join. It will be a fun learning for you. Our aim is you should understand the concepts, you should understand the content. Okay, you should understand. Don't only solve the numerical, understand and do the numericals. Few examples we showed you here. There are few more are there. Okay, so that we'll discuss in our what do you say that paid session. Dark, one way, two way ANOVA, K ANOVA, which is asked more. One way ANOVA is frequently asked. Two way ANOVA is equal to like 3 one way ANOVAs. So it's a huge numerical two way ANOVA. So normally they don't ask because 2 hours are not sufficient if two way ANOVA is there. Please show the list of types of numericals one more. It is already been shared with everyone in exam focus. Do steps get marks? No clarity from IGNOU, but student knows my answer. Step marking is there in KG, not in PG. If I am evaluator, I will give the mark if answer is correct, else no marks. Don't expect step marking. Okay, that's what my stand. We don't know the IGNOU stand. Yes, that's it from my side, guys. And if you have any questions, I'm open for discussion. Pinky Shah, if critical value is not given, then only do the computation and finish. Critical value is not given, so no need to write the null hypothesis, no need to compare your answer with critical values, no need to take the decision. Only whatever answer you will get numbers, that is final. Sir, for chi-square, do we have to show the calculation of E in a rough column? If you show, I prefer to do calculation there only on the same shift, on the same page. Because if you do in a rough, now turning the pages, looking the answer at the back of the page, bringing that number on the our current page. So you know what happens sometimes in exam due to the time pressure, we misread the numbers, we write the wrong numbers, and our numerical gets wrong. So I prefer to do calculation on the same page so that there will be no issue in transferring the numbers. Okay, fine. Let me see. Few more people are planning to join. Why this time? Okay, yeah. Okay, few more questions are there. For chi-square, do we have to show? Yes, I answer this, sir. Which calculator to use? 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 Which calculator I already showed that calculator. Again, I will show the picture. Yeah. And yes, I forgot to mention, please go for branded calculator only. Like this is the Opact and Casio. Go for brand, because what you see is like a the face of the calculator, but below this there is a circuit, electronics, and I experience that non-branded calculations do the miscalculation as well. If their wiring is not done properly, you need to pay for that. 6 months, 200 rupees. So I insist, go for branded calculator only. For chi-square, where to write the hypothesis? Hypothesis will come at the start. Your answer will start from the hypothesis and end with the decision on the hypothesis. If answer is correct, steps are not mentioned, will get full marks. No. Without calculation, you can't get the answer. And if you got the answer, it means that you wrote it from somewhere else. So you'll get a 0 marks. Do we need to bring log tables for exam? No. Please explain the calculator function again. It is we need a numbers and it's a time consuming. That is taken care in the paid class. How to use the calculator effectively. So we spent almost 1 hour on that. We used to teach the various functions of calculator and shortcuts of calculator, and it saves a lot of time. We have to carry statistical table for exam? No. Please show working of calculator to save time once again. It's not a, see, I discuss the things which we can discuss in a short time. Okay, how to use calculator, it's like a time consuming thing. You need to practice. Okay, so in revision class on 17 June and 18 June, we'll be discussing how to use the calculator again. Yes, on 17 June, we'll be talking about that. 17 June session will be there in app only. Yes, guys. You have any more questions? Statistic book is available to purchase. Test book and SPSN series both are there. And get good marks. Can we do theory only and get the good marks? Yes, we already discussed that. I believe we joined late. It's not a 2 revision classes, Meghna. We already had a full-fledged. All recordings will be there. The entire statistic course will be available. It's not only 2 revision classes. 2 revision classes is a part of this statistic course. So if you have not purchased the course, then you can purchase the course. Once your exam is over on 15, then 16, 17, you can go through the entire course. 17, you can have the revision, and after again, you can do the practice and you can go through the course. So 550 rupees, it's not only for revision, it is for entire course. So will you be there at examination for supervising? No. Supervision is given normally to the people who are working in the college where your examination will be there. So those people only do. They don't take people from outside for the supervision. Is it possible to do theory only because numerical is difficult for me? Yes, Ankita, we already discussed that. I believe we joined the late. I have purchased all the books and paper, but no online classes. Then you can follow this, what we discuss. Yes. Focus on question paper June 15 to December 23 and assignment 2015 onwards. In textbook, you will get maximum question paper, solved. Okay, yes, guys. Yes. Any more questions you are having, guys? Again, let me tell you, statistic is the easiest paper to pass. Easy. And if you already paid the fees, listen me carefully. Then don't miss this opportunity. June 24, in last 10 years, the first time 8 days gap is there in statistic. This will never happen in future. So make a use of this opportunity and study well, and trust me, you can score 40 plus marks if you follow what I said. Full marks, see, full marks is difficult when theory is there. Full mark is possible when all numericals are there. All numerical question paper, all answers are correct, you will get full marks. But understand, descriptive statistic 10 marks question in theory paper, normally they don't give the full marks. My students score 47, 48 marks in a statistics. Shobha, can I purchase Google Meet session? We don't have the Google Meet session. We have our own app. Everything you will get in our app only. Yes, Shweta. That's what my stand. Yeah. In numerical. Yes. Yes. Time. 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 If yes, if time is there, go ahead. Yeah. If time permits, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Yes, yes, definitely. At the end, if time permits, you can write it. Vigneshwari, sir, will this session be added on the app? Yes, in the app, but in the paid course. Primila Binoy, sir, for some we consider minus sign, for some we don't consider minus sign. I am confused for which numerical we consider, for which we don't. Minus sign you need to consider everywhere. Only in no, we only in a T test we don't consider minus when we compare with the critical value. Then we ignore the minus. Okay. Only for t test, that too when you compare the t values with the critical values. That time we need to ignore that minus sign. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, minus. See what happens, like let me give you the example of let me recall. Yeah, in t-test only, when we the summation of mean differences will always be 0. Okay, so in t-test, when we do the mean differences total, that will always be 0. And obviously you can't do anything with the 0, plus minus multiplication division. There is no meaning of 0 when you do this mathematical function. So in order to get some number, we need to get rid of minus sign. So what we do, we square it. When we square it, so what happens, say for example minus 2 into minus 2, that will become plus 4. So all numbers will become 4, and then you will get some number, and then you can perform some numerical function on it. Okay, so at that time, in I square also we do the squaring. In statistic, most of the time we do the squaring to get rid of minus sign. Okay, yes. Uh, Guys, remember one thing, like, you know, listen me carefully, please. Because what happens? Wait, please wait. What happens? I'll tell you. Most of the time, you guys are asking the question. You means I'm not specifying any name, but you ask the question. Most of the people ask the questions which normally the teenagers are not asking. Do we need to write the question and answer in a sequence only in the exam? Do we need to write the questions in the question paper? You need not to ask such type of questions. You're not giving the examination first time in your life. This is a PG course. You already had 10 plus 2 plus 3 or 4. 15, 16 years you already appear the exam. And why I feel bad? Please listen carefully. Don't take me in another way. Understand one thing. When you answer the question, it shows your knowledge. Listen carefully to me. When you answer the question, it shows your knowledge. But when you ask the question, it shows your intelligence. When you ask the question, the type of question you are asking, your intelligence reflect in that question. Now you ask me the question, I don't mind. Even if you ask me the stupid question, I will answer that. Because as a teacher, it is my job. But if you ask such question when you'll become counselor or psychologist in future, if you ask such stupid question to your client or patient, what your client and patient will think of you? What kind of a, so ask the question which will reflect your intelligence. Okay, so please be careful. We already experienced in giving the exam. We have 15, 16 years of experience in giving the exam. IGNOU is not out of the world. IGNOU is same like that only, what you appear. Bit lenient also as it is a distance learning. So don't worry about anything. Okay. Now I'll take few more question. Sir, what if the decimals are considered 2 or 3 point decimals you guys take? Okay. So again, sir, no question is stupid. No, it's not like that. I'm not pinpointing on anyone, but like if you ask, I'm not saying that here you are asking me the stupid question. In general, I'm talking about in WhatsApp group also you must be experiencing. Can we use the color pens in an exam in a question paper? Now tell me in a school or in college, universities, they allowed the color pens. It's a strict rule. Either blue or black you use. So no need to ask this kind of a question. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Do we need to write the question and answer in a sequence? You can write the question and answer in any sequence. There's no problem in that. Sir, will the recording available in? No, this will not be there in Mission MPC. This is a part of a paid group. Okay, yeah. That's why I said that please don't take me in another way. Try to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Again, I'll repeat. When you answer, it shows your knowledge. When you ask the question, it shows your intelligence. Forget about the IGNOU course, but remember this thing in future also. Yes, Archana? See, what you need to do, I told 2 3 ways to do that. Number one, like we have the books, like our spring season publication books are available. In that all answers are there. Number one. Number two, I don't know whether you are part of our course or not, but those, yeah, then in that we have the WhatsApp group for all those who are purchase the course, and in that group the discussion is happening. People are solving the numericals, they are putting the numericals in the group, they are asking, requesting to cross check, and like that only you make your own study group. Those who not purchase, for example, you are a paid participant, right? But those who not paid, what they can do, they can make their own study circle, and in a group they can solve the numericals and they can find out their mistakes. Yeah. Yes. Oh, maybe when you're playing with the numbers, any number could be the answer. Okay, but whatever, see, I said follow this 18 question paper 9 assignment. In that, I don't think I came across the zero answer for t test, but yes, I came across the zero answer for correlation, that I remember, but I not came across zero answer for t test. You can discuss in a group, no problem in that. Okay. Yes, guys. Any more doubts you are having? Yes, Vidya. Yeah, that is already shared in MAPC exam focus. That we already shared in our WhatsApp group. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, not in the. No, no. It is already there, free to everyone. See this one. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Ye- Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Trisha. Trisha, please ask your question.
So by mistake it was. By mistake.
Okay. Okay, no issues, no issues.
Thank you.
Yes, guys. Yes, Shri Gauri. Yes. No, nothing. No, no, no. Yeah. No, no, no. That bifurcation we not did. When we say, let's say, for example, 54 marks question will be there from this units. So it may be the mix of 10 marks, 6 marks, 3 marks, any combination is possible. But yes, obviously 54 marks, if it is there, then obviously 10 marks will be there. Obviously. Yeah. Yeah, you will get it. You will get it. Otherwise, how they will make out the 40 marks and 50 marks? They're not asking 10 marks. Yes, yes, yeah. That's it. Okay, yes. Yes, Diana. Yes. We are not able to hear you. Okay. Yes, guys. Any more questions you are having? If you buy a book today, when we'll get it depends upon your city and how you purchase. By courier, 2 3 days normally. By post, 1 week normally. So again, like you can WhatsApp on the number given, and then we'll talk about on WhatsApp. This is a WhatsApp number. This is a WhatsApp. Yes, Diana, your voice is not coming. Amazon, Amazon we had, but difficult to deal with Amazon. And Flipkart policies are not. We are not comfortable with their policies. That's the issue. But we are trying to figure out with Amazon once again. Probably after June, July. Sorry, after the June exam, probably will be available on Amazon once again. So we are in discussion. So let's see. Yes, Vidya, Diana, your voice is still not there. Sorry. This is definitely a recorded session, but will be available for the paid group, not in the mission MPC as of now. Yeah. Sir, there is one sum in your book on T test where the answer is 0. Okay. Okay. I may not be able to recall that, or it must be there uh, prior to June 15. Okay. If it is there, then yes. Fine. Okay. Yes. Okay, guys. Any more questions you're having? Fine. So, last minute tips: study well, do less mistakes, practice more. The main purpose of practice is to realize where you do mistakes. So, when you practice more, you do more mistakes and you learn from the mistake and you try to avoid those mistakes. That's the purpose of practicing. Okay. So, what you should do, practice more, and in exam, you just remember where you went wrong and cross check those points so that you will avoid the mistakes. In numericals, that's the only loophole. We do the mistakes. Even I do the mistakes, a lot of mistakes today also. Okay, so it's like a natural human error. Okay, so the only thing is that we should avoid those mistakes in exam. That we need to take care. Okay, so practice is the only key if you are focusing on numericals. And trust me, again, I'm making a statement that out of the 10 subjects, what you will study in MA Psychology, statistic is the easiest paper and the high scoring paper. So don't worry about the subject. Okay, that's it from my side, and I wish you all the best. Study well and give the exam. Okay, all the best. Thank you very much. Bye. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.